What is going on, guys? It's me, Omar, and today we're back here on NBA 2K24. We're on MyLeague, technically, or I'm just here in the playoffs. We set up the official bracket for this year's playoffs. This is the day after the final playing games finished. We're about recording this in the morning, about on Saturday morning, about 3 hours before the first game starts, which is Cleveland versus Orlando. But we're gonna sim these games and see who 2K thinks will win this year's NBA championship. Okay, guys, if you forgot, here are the matchups for this year's playoffs. Start off with the West. You've got the 1 seed OKC Thunder versus the 8 seed New Orleans Pelicans. The 4 seed Clippers versus the 5 seed Mavericks, which is a great playoff rivalry matchup. Then we got the 3 seed Timberwolves versus the 6 seed Suns. And then a rematch from last year's Western Conference Finals, which is the 2 seed Denver Nuggets versus the 7 seed Los Angeles Lakers. Now here's the Eastern Conference side. First, you've got the 1 seed, the best record team, number one team in the league with the best record in the league, the 1 seed Boston Celtics taking on the 8 seed Miami Heat, a rematch from last year's Eastern Conference Finals, and a big, definitely rivalry matchup. I think it's their 7th time facing in at least the past decade. Then we got the 4 seed Cleveland Cavaliers. This is the 5 seed Orlando Magic, which is the first game of the day today on Saturday. Then we got the 3 seed Milwaukee Bucks versus the 6 seed Indiana Pacers. If you remember the game earlier in the year where they took Giannis's game ball, the Pacers, then yeah, this could be a great series. At least just be honest, please. And then you got the 2 seed New York Knicks versus 7 seed Philadelphia 76ers. Knicks could be on upset watch, but we'll see. Okay, so we're back here, looking at the whole bracket now, and let's go ahead and sim the first couple games of the first round, see where the teams are at. So I just decided to sim the whole first round of the playoffs here, and that is the results. You have the semifinal set. Let's go ahead and look in depth to the series here. Starting off with the West, you've got the 1 seed OKC barely beating the Pelicans in the 7 game series, winning it in 7. I could definitely see that happening in real life. Then you got the Mavericks, so I predict will win this series. They ended up winning in 6, which I also predicted to win in 6. Same with this series. I also predicted the Suns to win in 6 for my own predictions, and 2K also has the Suns as the low seed, upsetting the 3 seed Timberwolves in 6 games. And the defending champs Nuggets do go to 7 games with the Lakers, and though LeBron doesn't usually lose game 7s like that, he'll lose one here, and the Nuggets will keep their hopes alive to go back to back this year. And that sets up our 2 semifinals matchups between the 1 seed OKC Thunder and the 5 seed Dallas Mavericks, and the 2 seed Denver Nuggets versus the 6 seed Phoenix Suns. Now looking in the Eastern Conference side, you have the 1 seed Boston Celtics sweeping the 8 seed Miami Heat, which I believe could definitely happen. Then you've got the 4 seed Cleveland Cavaliers, gentlemen sweeping Orlando Magic. This could definitely happen. I could see Cleveland maybe winning 5 games just because Orlando's inexperienced, but we'll see. And then they also have the 3 seed Bucks, gentlemen sweeping the Pacers, and they win in 5 games. I could see it too, but without Giannis for at least some games in the series, we'll see. And then we got the 7 seed Philadelphia 76ers upsetting the New York Knicks in 6 games in the first round. This could definitely happen. It'll be a tough series for the Knicks, but we'll see what happens in the actual series in real life. But 2K now sets up 2 semifinals matchups in the East between the 1 seed Boston Celtics and the 4 seed Cleveland Cavaliers, and the 3 seed Milwaukee Bucks versus the 7 seed Philadelphia 76ers. Okay, so the semifinals is set. for both conferences, and let's go ahead and see who goes past in the to the who goes into the conference finals. Okay, as we can see here, after about 3 games so far, every series in the semifinals so far has each team at least winning 1 game so far, meaning each series will at least have 5 games. This series has only gone through 2 for some reason so far, probably because I guess it's a behind schedule on 2K for some reason. But I mean, Cleveland upset 2-0 so far, so we'll see what happens when we go on. Okay, simulated one more game, and now the 3 seed Denver Nuggets are up 3-1 versus the Suns, looking to close out the series. And on the other side, the 7 seed Philadelphia 76ers are looking to close out the Bucks in Game 5, up 3-1. Boston was able to avoid the 3-0, be going down 3-0, as they're now down 2-1 still, but they still want to try to avoid going down 3-1. And then currently the OKC Dallas game is the most tied up game so far, as both are tied up 2-2 in the series. We'll see if the Nuggets and the Sixers can close out their series this year. As you can see, guys, I'm currently simming the Game 5 of Nuggets Suns. Nuggets are 3-1, and the game is pretty close here in the third quarter. Nuggets are up by, let's see, 5 right now, going into the fourth quarter. I swear right now, the Nuggets were like up by 12, and the Suns came back late in the fourth, and they're now up by 1. Let me go ahead and press the button to keep simming the game. Okay, Suns still up. They're up by 6 now. Up by 5. And it looks like the Suns are going to steal this one. The big comeback in the fourth quarter. And the Suns win by 9 to extend the series to 6 games. And also says up here, KD dropped 41 to keep the Suns alive in the third game. It was a close game for a while, but the Sixers, after the second half, just came out on top, and they just ended up destroying the Bucks at the end by 27, and they'll complete the gentleman sweep in 5 games to move on to the Eastern Conference Finals and upset the 3 seed Bucks. Yeah, the Sixers are going on a generational run here in the 2K sim here. Also, the Cleveland Cavaliers won their next game, so now they're up 3-1, and we'll sim this game to see if they can come out with a win and move on to face the Sixers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Okay, this game, it was looking like the Celtics were going to come out on top, but the Cleveland Cavaliers have made it closer. Got 4 minutes left in the game, but the Suns looking to just maintain the lead here. And it's looking like, unless the Cavs make a insane late push, yeah, it looks like the Celtics are going to win. And just like the Suns in the last matchup against the Nuggets that we simmed, they're going to stay alive for another game, and the Celtics take the series to 6 games. The Western Conference is looking like it's going to be a great finish for the semifinals. Both series are 3-2. OKC won Game 5 to take the lead back in the series, while this game is still at 3-2, but I'll sim right now to see where these 2 games end up. So I simmed the game. The Thunder were blowing out the Mavericks early. Mavericks tried to come back. They were close within about 6 points, but Thunder just came away with it and win by 27, and they'll win Game 6 to move on to the Western Conference Finals. You can see that the Denver Nuggets were also able to beat the Suns in Game 6, and they will set up the 1 seed, 2 seed matchup in the West, in the Western Conference Finals. Okay, we got one more series in the semifinals left to go. We got the Cavs up 3-2 on the Celtics. Celtics won Game 5 to extend it to 6 games, and I'll come back when we get to around the fourth quarter of this game. See if the Cavs can close it out. And you can see here the Cavs got closer towards the end, but Cavs were really just up by a lot. and the Celtics couldn't make the comeback, and the Cavs will win in 6 games to upset the 1 seed Celtics and move on to the Eastern Conference Finals to face another team to pull off an upset, which was a 7 seed 76ers. Interesting that 2K simmed the Celtics going out early, but I mean, I hope it happens in real life. I would love it. And as you can see here, the Eastern and Western Conference Finals are set. You got the 1 seed OKC Thunder versus the 2 seed Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals, and then you got an interesting matchup in the Eastern Conference Finals. You got the 4 seed Cleveland Cavaliers, who upset the 1 seed Boston Celtics in 6 games, taking on the 7 seed 76ers. It's a tongue twister right there, who upset the 3 seed Bucks and also the 2 seed Knicks in the first round to move on to the Eastern Conference Finals, and that's your Eastern Conference Finals matchup. And I also realized that every series in the semifinals went to 6 games except this one, which went to 5. So that's pretty interesting. But and funny thing is the East had both upsets, the West didn't. So after simming about 2 games, the Thunder are currently up 2-0 on the defending champ Nuggets, while the Eastern Conference Final Series is currently tied up 1-1. We'll see who ends up taking the lead by the next time I pick up the camera. So after simulating 1 game, the Thunder won and they're up 3-0 on the defending champ Nuggets, inexperienced young team in the playoffs, versus the defending champs in 2K. It's interesting, but that doesn't really matter when it comes to 2K Sim. And the Sixers won Game 3 to take the lead in the series, and we'll sim this game here to see if the Thunder can turn over the favor for the Lakers and sweep the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals, at least in 2K, when the Nuggets swept the Lakers last year in the Western Conference Finals. Okay, so it was a pretty close game. Going to halftime, the Thunder were up, but the Nuggets here going into the fourth now have a pretty good commanding lead. Thunder attempting to come back, and they're down. Oh, they took the lead a little bit. It's a close one here. Thunder. We're gonna go ahead and pause it here and go in the game and see how it's looking like right now. Okay, guys, I am paused it. Sorry for the camera angle, but oh, well, I thought they were gonna go and try to get a shot off, but I guess maybe they tried a lob. I don't know why he shot it from out of bounds. Maybe they're looking for a lob, but as you saw there, the Nuggets were down by 2. They had the ball with about a second left. They tried to get something, but there was just not enough time for a good shot. And the Thunder, as you can see here, win the Western Conference Finals, holding up the Western Conference trophy. And the Thunder are moving on to the finals. After not making the playoffs last year, here in the 2K Sim, they're going to the finals. So now that we saw the Thunder sweep the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals, defending champs in the Western Conference Finals, we now know we'll get a new champ, but who'll face the Thunder in the finals? Got the Cavs Sixers series tied up 2-2. I'll come back when we simulate the next game. So I simulated the next game. The Sixers took it and they take back the lead once again, and they're now up 3-2 going into Game 6. And we'll see if they can close out the series in 6 games. Sixers just putting up a dominant masterclass on the Cavs in Game 6. It's totally looking like the 7-seed 76ers are going to beat the 4-seed Cavs and move on to the NBA Finals. Okay, guys, so here's the Western Conference Finals MVP and also the Eastern Conference Finals MVP on the next side right here. But it's Nikola Jokic on the losing team Denver Nuggets still somehow wins Finals MVP. But yeah, I mean, he was probably the best player. I'm surprised Shea wasn't the best player in the series, but apparently it was Jokic on the losing team still wins Western Conference Finals MVP. He put up an insane, near basically triple-double in the Western Conference Finals, 34.8 points, 14 rebounds, 9.5 assists, which is basically triple-double at that point. Also had 3.3 steals, 1 block, and even shot 53.8% from deep. It's insane how Jokic goes off in the playoffs, and at least 2K in general, especially this year. Then we got Joel Embiid, the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, the winning team, had the MVP this for the East. He averaged 26 points, 14.7 rebounds, 4.3 assists. He had 2 blocks a game, shot 56% from the field, 38.1% from deep, and Joel Embiid was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Okay, and that sets up the NBA Finals between the 1 seed OKC Thunder and the 7 seed Philadelphia 76ers. Thunder coming off a sweep against the defending champs, which would make them look very strong in real life. Sixers have gone through technically already 3 upsets in the East, beating the 2 seed in the first round, 3 seed in the second round, 4 seed in the conference finals, and now they meet the Thunder in the finals. If I were to pick who I would pick to win, I would definitely say the Sixers, just because more experience, and the Sixers just realized getting over the second round with Embiid, they'd probably be a top 3 seed if Embiid didn't get that significant injury this year. Didn't get that injury, it probably would have kept the Sixers in the top 3, the top 4, like how they were at the beginning of the year. I would think their experience with the players they have, they would win, but Thunder, as a 1 seed, they're here for a reason. Sweeping the defending champs makes them look strong. It could be a great series here in the 2K sim. We'll see who comes out on top. After the first 2 games, the Thunder looking for another sweep here. After being took into Game 7 in the first round against the 8 seed, Game 6 with the 5 seed, they sweep the 2 seed, defending champs, and they're up 2 on the finals against the Sixers. Maybe that's why Sixers 7 seed. I think Sixers are better than that. I can see them coming back, making it 2-2, but we'll see. The Thunder sweeping in the conference finals could definitely might actually have a sweep here. I literally predicted it into existence. The Sixers won the next 2 games to tie the series 2-2. Literally said the Sixers are capable of it. I did also say the Thunder capable of sweeping, but I just didn't think an Embiid and Sixers team would go down 3-0. And usually 2K, especially in MyLeague, they love for some reason to make the Sixers very good and successful, always making the finals most of the time, even winning, and Embiid usually going off. But yeah, it's tied now, and we'll see where we go from here. Sorry guys, my mic died and I'm not able to go, I just want to finish this video here, so I'm not able to go charge it to have some more clear audio. But yeah, the audio's definitely not going to sound as good here to end this video. But anyways, the Sixers won Game 5, and now after being down 2-0, they've won 3 straight and now have a chance to close out the series and beat the 1 seed Thunder in the finals. Here going to halftime, Thunder up. The Sixers are up for most of the game, but it got closer to halftime and the Thunder ended up taking the lead. They're up by 7 here, midway through the 3rd quarter. Sixers trying to make a comeback here, but the Thunder are just scoring, not allowing it to happen. Walking away with the win here, and the Thunder will win, force Game 7, and stop the Sixers from winning 4 straight to take the series, take the championship, and they'll force Game 7 in the NBA Finals. This is gonna be good. I just want to mention to you guys too, I don't know how long he's been injured, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's currently not even playing. He's currently injured. I didn't turn injuries off. Maybe I should have, but the Thunder, I don't even know how long he's been out. But the Thunder in the finals, Game 7 without SGA. He had it, apparently 2K, apparently tore his right MCL. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. Kind of like how Jimmy Butler injured his MCL like 2 days ago. But without SGA, Chet Holmgren's carrying the way, as well as Jalen Williams. It's really interesting to see the Thunder going this far without SGA. I don't know if that happened in real life. Probably not, but interesting. Okay, I was looking at the box scores of the other series that the Thunder played in, and I was looking here, and in Game 4 of the semifinals versus the Mavericks, this was Shai's last game in the playoffs. He dropped 26, 10, and 7, and before he got injured, apparently in this game, he was averaging 31.8 points per game in the playoffs. So a 6.6 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 2.5 steals, 1.1 block. Not bad, 38 from deep. Before that, or he was averaging that before he got injured, because this was game 4, his last game. He was the leading scorer for the Thunder, but then in game 5, I looked and he was not even in the team scoring column, so that has me assuming that he had his torn MCL injury during this game. So Thunder were able to sweep the Nuggets without SGA and win the series against the Mavericks without SGA. It's really interesting. I don't think that happened in real life. But anyways, let's get on to Game 7 of the NBA Finals and see who comes out on top as the NBA champion. Thunder Sixers, get your popcorn ready. Okay, so we're here simulating the first quarter. Thunder, it's a close one. Thunder up by 6, I think, finishing the first quarter. But they're now going up by 10 here. Sixers making a little comeback though. They were down by 10 as you saw the start of the second. But now late in the third, they're making a comeback here. They're down by 2 here. They take the lead now. And it's a close one. This might be one where we jump into. I haven't jumped into many because they haven't been too close. But the Sixers actually are strolling away with it. And they're up by 12. Let's jump in. And let's go ahead and see the final minutes of the game. Okay, so I fixed up the camera for this final minute. I zoomed a little bit more. Sixers are up by 14 now. Without SGA, the SGA-less Thunder gonna come up short in Game 7 of the finals, and Embiid will lead the Sixers to first championship in who knows how long, but he's finally gonna beat the playoff choker allegations and the playoff, I guess, disappearance allegations, you know what I'm saying? We got 40 seconds left. They're just probably gonna dribble out the clock here. Embiid, I think last time I checked, he had about 30 points, almost 20 rebounds, but yeah. And the Sixers will dribble out the clock, and they will win the NBA championship. And there we go. The Sixers, we got whoever that is, I don't know, is that Covington? I'm not sure, falling to his knees there. And the Sixers, we get the animation here. The Philadelphia 76ers, and the glitch, oh my god, that's funny. There's a random player in a Lakers jersey celebrating with the Sixers. What in the finishing? Oh, that was Buddy Hield, who fell to his knees there, but let's go ahead and get to the trophy ceremony. And here we go. Look at that random Laker player in the back. Like, what? But anyways, Embiid, obviously, I think that's the trophy. He probably won Finals MVP too. Why does Maxey look so short holding that compared to Embiid? He looks like 5 foot compared to Embiid. I know, like, Maxey's like 6'3" or 6'2", and Embiid's 7 foot, but yeah, and it looks like, oh, I thought Tobias Harris won Finals MVP for a second, but of course, as we expected, Embiid's the Finals MVP. And the Sixers, according to 2K, will win the 2024 NBA Championship. Boy, get your balls. Oh my, why is that random ball Laker player doing there? And here's the box score again, like I said. Embiid did drop 32. He had 18 rebounds as well, very dominant. 2 blocks. Let's see here. Maxey. And they both combined, Maxey and Embiid combined for 60. Maxey had 28, 4, and 3. Here's side, Giddey led the team with 24 points and 13 rebounds. Isaiah Joe at 17, Lou Dort at 15. But their star players not showing out in the Game 7 of the Finals. Not great, especially without SGA. That's not going to help you win a championship. Shat only had 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and he's bad on defense, but only taking 4 shots in the NBA Finals is definitely not a great look there. It wouldn't be great if that happened in real life. And then Jalen Williams, the other star for them without SGA, went 4 for 14 from the field, only 12 points. Definitely disappointing for them. And as you can see here, NBA champions, the Philadelphia Sixers have won the NBA championship. And so in our 2K sim, the 2024 NBA champions are the Philadelphia 76ers. Comment down below if you think the Philadelphia 76ers are going to win the championship. You probably don't think they are, but just comment down below who you think will win this year. Really interested to see your picks. But anyways, 2K thinks the Sixers are winning the championship. A lot of people would probably say Embiid, choker, they never got past the second round. He ain't gonna do it. Well, we'll see if we can prove them wrong. Because 2K thinks it can, but at the same time, they just love the Sixers for some reason. Like how Madden loves the Cowboys. But, yeah, that's it for this video. Sixers are the 2K Sim champs.